Hello lovelies, how are you? It is Make a Card Monday. These are the elements that I'm going to be using today. I've got my little word ready to punch out of this die, and I've got the shadow that's already punched out of the die. I did that on its own, so it's very clever. And that will be going like that. I'll do that shortly, and that's just a little bag it came in. We have a piece of gorgeous paper. Now, where is it from? Who's it by? I don't know. I cannot remember. But there's a little bit of lace that coordinates in with that quite nicely, and afterwards I'll be covering this card to make it look a lot prettier. There's a tag that came from the paper. This is one 12 by 12 piece of paper with these lovely florals, and I've had so much use out of it. It's just beautiful. And there's this other piece of paper. I don't know where that's from either, I'm sorry. It's something I've had in my stash for a little while. I think it might be a Kaiser Craft piece, and I'm using Distress Ink Dusty Concord for the edging. So let's get into it. I haven't taped or anything like that today, so it's going to be a natural video where you get to see everything. So buckle up and let's go. I'll do the card even though the paper hopefully is going to be the right size for it and cover up 99.9% of the front of the card. But just to get that little bit of interest, piquing our curiosity from the outside. Okay, now I might as well do this little piece while I'm here. I don't have any fancy blending tools for this type of work. I just use a piece of little piece of paper, wood that I had cut to this size to be almost the same size as the blending foam, and I've just got it attached with, oh, time to replace that foam one. Just trying to show you the loop side of the thing, because that sticks really well to it. But I will be disposing of that pad when I finish this project today, because I can't have that falling apart in the middle of something. See, it's making leaving little bits down there, and I don't want that. Okay, definitely not the wood won't be going out, but the little foam mat will be. It's several years old, and it's only been used on Dusty Concord, so there you be. Oh, I forgot to do the little tag. And the only reason I'm doing the tag is to take away the white color of the core. Move you over there, honey. Okay, sorry I bumped the tripod just then, my apologies. Okay, now let's get some tape on this. Scissors would be good. Got my big ones here, that'll be okay. There are two ways I could have done this. I could have put the tape on the card and then juggled the paper over that way, but I'm sort of in the habit of putting it on the top surface and hoping and praying that I've cut it the right size. If I've cut it a little bit big, that'll be a bonus, because I can always trim it, but you can't add. You know, I've measured twice and cut once, but something invariably goes wrong when you turn the camera on and things go astray. But still, I do have some pretty lace, so if I make a mess of it on the edge, I can always cover it up with some lace. Can I hear a big "oh yes" for that one? I think we're all guilty of putting something extra onto stuff to camouflage our little mistakes. or to make something look even prettier if we haven't made a mistake. Either way, it's going to look pretty. Now I'm doing the hello greeting because that's so friendly to use. You can't always send a thank you, or you could send best wishes, but I haven't got a lot of those. I've only got a couple of word dies, and I really fell in love with these hello dies when I saw them on Temu, and I thought, yep, I'm going to have those. They're only a few dollars each. A little bit of glue just to hold it in place after the tape has dried. The eternal struggle getting the needle back into this little glue pot, but it is so cool. Now there is no right or wrong way for this card to go on. So, right up the top, right over to the side, and down we go. Okay, there's a little bit of underhang here. Oh, a tiny little bit at the top that could have gone down the bottom, so I didn't plan that all that well, but there is a little bit of excess on the side that I can trim off. So let's do that while I've got this thing on the right way. I think from now on I'm going to measure it a good 1/4 inch more than I need, so that I get the lines all done. And the reason I'm putting my scissors away to the side is that the tape is sticking to the scissors, and it sort of gets in the way a little bit. Okay. Alright, that's pretty. Now we'll put the topper on. And it doesn't matter that that little bit is still visible because it's coloured by the ink, and it tones in with the lavender on the bottom of this picture, so it works really well. Okay, now because I've got lace here, I would like to make it look like it is even all over. The lace will help. It is even when I put that down, it will be even. But when I get the lace down, it may not be. Oh, it will still look lovely even with that there. Yep, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Oh, that's a lovely side too. Uh-oh. Now I'm in a quandary. No, I cut it for that side and I added the lavender there, so it's definitely got to be the other side. That is just so pretty. I don't like double-sided paper. It confuses me. As you've just seen, I turn it over and I think, oh, that's just as pretty as the other one, if not prettier. Which one do I use? Which one do I use? It sends me into a mental spin. But having added something to the other side, I'm committed. It's all good. I have another piece of this paper somewhere that I can choose to use. Oh, Enhanced Collection. There you go. It's a Kaisercraft one. I think. No, this is the Kaisercraft. I'm not sure what that brand is. I should have looked it up. I'm sorry. Okay, take the tape off. Add a little bit of glue on the inside. Yeah, fingers off the double-sided tape, Ruth. That'd be useful. It stuck. It stuck. It stuck, I tell ya. Okay. Let's get it as straight as possible. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Now, put this one back in. I've got to bring over the Helmars 450 for the lace, because it works a little bit better than the tacky glue that I use in the little bottle. And I didn't have it set right so that it's going to come down instantly. Now, which way do I want this ribbon to go, the lace to go? I think, yeah, with the flat edge on the flat edge. Okay, that works for me. All right, let's see where my glue is. Are you down yet? Oh, yes, there you are. Yes. Good, good, good. Now, I'm normally very liberal with glue when I'm sticking fabric to paper. I'm a little bit paranoid that it's going to come adrift. That's just me. That's my foible. If you've got a glue and you're very confident with what you're doing, do it. Do what is best for you. Don't take on my woes. Sussing out, see which is the right side, which is the wrong side. It's hard to tell sometimes with laces. That's the right side. Okie doke, here we go. Right on the very edge. We can move over just a smidge. That's it. Beautiful. Lovely. Now get my little sharp scissors, because my big ones don't like cutting fabric of any sort. They're now paper scissors. They've just sort of gone past their use-by date when it comes to multi-purpose. That is looking so lovely. What do you think so far? So far so good? I think so. Right, let me just quickly take that off there in preparation for our next little project. Okay, turning it up my way so I can see what I'm doing. Now we need to get the hello out of here. Fairly simple when you have the right tools. Sit you up there for a minute. These little pokey holes are an absolute godsend. Loosen up the die in the little tight spots, and then all you have to do is just very carefully lift your die away, or lift your paper away from the die. Somebody's sending me messages. I will attend to that in a moment. So there's the hello. And out of the same paper but turned up the way I need it is the shadow for it. Awesome. That looks really good. I like that. I do need to check that message, so please forgive me for 30 seconds while I check this. Where is it? Oh, that's very nice. Okay. That is something I can follow up with later. It's not something that needs attention urgently. Right, now using my, I've got to colour the edge to the shadow. It doesn't have to be super heavy, just enough to give it a little bit of a boost. Now, I'm not going to pop it up on anything. I want it to stay as flat as possible so that it goes into a normal size envelope. So, get my tweezer. I think I might like to use the gentle one. These aren't so tight on the grip to work. My other ones are very strong. These are strong, but they're not as tight to work. And sometimes I just need my fingers and hands to be able to relax while I'm crafting. Okay. I didn't miss this bit in. I did miss it intentionally because I knew there was going to be a fair size blob of glue when you first take the pin out of some glues. If you've got them sitting down so that the glue is present and ready for you to work with, it comes out quite thick and quite heavy. So that's when I head for a thicker part of the die cut. I really am enjoying using these dies. Now, to match it up so that it looks super smart. And that's not going to do it, Ruth. Come on, get your act together, girl. Down, just a little bit. That's it. Beautiful. Now to get my trusty dusty cloth. Bit of a pat over and a little bit of a wipe because sometimes the glue seeps out and makes a bit of a mess of your work. So if you can get it off while it's still damp, then it is not evident. Alright, that looks lovely. And just sitting it on the bottom. I like that very much. Okay. Well, that was not so smart. Add that a little bit more. See what I mean about the glue? It comes out in a big blob when you've got it up the right way to work with. That's okay for the middle of a project, but when you want to do the fine edges like this, you don't want it to be all thick and icky. I want it to be nice and fine and icky. Oh, I do make myself laugh occasionally. Icky. Yeah. Whoopsie. I'll leave it like that, I think. Just a little half a minute of pushing it down and making sure that the glue has grabbed but not oozing out of the side. That's lovely. I'd like some bling on that, but I don't have any clear bling on my table at the moment. I've got pink and I've got green. None of that will really match. Those two colours, no, that will have to go by the by, I think. Scrap the bling idea, folks. Scrap the bling. But I do have this very pretty tag that I'm going to put on the inside because it matches really well. See, that side matches the other side of this one. Yes. So I will leave this side blank so that I can write a little note on it, but I can pop that on there and have it look really pretty. Yep, that's where it's going. I'm not going to punch the hole out because I'm not going to put ribbon in for the same reasons I didn't put the greeting on pop dots, because I want it to stay as flat as possible. I could have put double-sided tape on this, but the glue's on the table, so why not use it? I'll just pop it up there. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, so that is my card made for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. It came together so quickly and so well. It's amazing what, 15 minutes of prep can do to a video. It can lengthen it all the way down to that. So, while I've got the glue out and the tape and some extra paper, I will clean up my glue pot to start with, because it did take a little bit of a dribble up here. And I'd like to get that lace card covered. So if you can bear with me for another couple of minutes, that would be awesome. If not, I forgive you, and I still love you anyway. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would invite you to do that, so that you can find out what other little bits of nonsense and what other things I post, and just keep an eye on me, see what I'm doing. Because if you press the little bell icon, it will send you a notification. And then you will be able to keep up with me. When I post something, it will tell you. Okie doke. Now, I think I'm going to use the bigger pot of glue. Turn it over. It's a shiny surface. I'm going to risk it. Na. Oh, nana. Wouldn't mind a banana right now. I ate my last one. So I'll just have to go with that, won't I, for now? Okay, using my little spatula just to get that glue right up to the edges. And it doesn't mess. I know I'm going over the side. It's a silicone mat. It will clean off very, very easily. Big problem is this glue is not close enough to the edge. Okay, I think that might be good enough for now. Whoopsie. Using the wet one to clean that off immediately. Just a quick wipe over. I don't want to put paper down on that. Oh, that was a bit grubby. Didn't realise that mat was so grotty. I need it to be dry because otherwise I'm going to be putting the paper down on wet stuff. Now, because I want the pretty side on the outside, I'm putting it down first. Okay. Let that grab. And it's as easy as that to convert a piece of packaging into a very pretty lace bobbin. It doesn't take forever. If you've got a lot of lace, yes, it does take a little while once you've cut your bobbins out. But it doesn't take long to make them look prettier than, just having them on a piece of chipboard with advertising stuff facing you, which is not what I really like to see. Doesn't that look lovely? Okay, let's get rid of that bit, or those bits. Now I'm going to put a little bit of the ink around the... Oh, this really is running out. It's not nice. Where have I got my other ones? Are they close to hand? Not close enough that I can just reach and get them. Okay, so let's... It doesn't like the impressions I'm having to mark it with. Look at the shape of it. It's all getting all bent out of shape. Poor little thing. Okay. You can definitely see it's falling apart. Look here. Alright, now I'm going to wipe over the edges of that just to make sure that the ink is dry. I'm not going to do the back part of it. I don't feel that that's necessary at this particular stage because I don't have a lot of this pretty blue lace left. And it's as easy as counting to 1, 2, 3, and you're done. Now I've got a very fine lace pin, so it's not going to leave gaping great holes in there. And that can go back into my container, and I'm done. So the card and the lace bobbin are parts of my Make a Card Monday. I do thank you very, very much for watching, and I would enjoy having you as a new subscriber if you are not already. If you are a subscriber and have been for a little while, thank you so very, very much. I love your company and I love your comments. So until the next video, I will love and leave you. Bye-bye for now. Keep smiling, everyone.